Welcome to the Hail West Virginia podcast. Once again, it's Brandon Phoenix, a.k.a. I Also Hate Pitt. We're joined today for our Gold and Blue interview with Mr. BRENTON Strain, one of the Parkersburg High School Big Reds. He is one of the top recruits in the state of West Virginia. According to several sites, he's the number 3 recruit. He's a 3-star. He's got several offers, the biggest one being from The Ohio State University. BRENTON, thank you for joining us today.
Thanks for having me.
So, I know, being in high school, you've got a lot on your plate as a student athlete. There's a lot you're trying to accomplish to graduate, to reach your full potential as an athlete. You've got to figure out what college you want to go to, and a lot of that's not different as far as figuring out where you're going to go when you're done with school, with high school, than other students. But for you, you've got a lot more options. What is it like trying to narrow down a list where there's so many people who are clamoring for your attention?
It's awesome. It's a blessing, really. But sometimes it can get a little crazy, but it's really cool.
It is cool, man. It's, I think sometimes kids in your position can take it for granted. So it's refreshing to hear a person like you to view it as something that is a good thing, that's a positive thing, that you're happy about. What would you say is your favorite part of the process, this recruiting process?
I'd say my favorite part, it's not even like a big thing, but like when you go to camps and then like you show off and then you get the offer after the camp, that's my favorite part of the recruiting, because it just shows that they know who you are now and they know what type of player you are and that they want you and they like your skill set.
It's almost like like back then they didn't know me. Now I'm hot, they all on me, right?
Right. That's exactly why I like it.
Yeah, no, so you're earning those stripes is what it is.
Right.
Most sites have you, pretty much all sites have you as a tight end, and that's what you're expecting to play in college?
Yes, sir.
And do you think there's a specific kind of offense that fits your skill set better than another?
I play receiver in high school, so like a receiving tight end, a hybrid, like how they use Gronk and stuff like that. That's how like most college coaches that recruit me say they're going to play me mismatches.
Basically, it's like if you're big enough to guard me, you're not strong enough. If you're fast enough, or if you're big enough to guard me, you're not fast enough. If you're fast enough, you're not strong enough. Is that what you're talking about?
Exactly.
It's a good position to be in, man. You're what, 6'5"? It says 210. Is that, how legit is that?
Actually, I'm 6'4" and I weigh about 214 now.
All right, so you're not quite as tall as I say, but you're a little bit heavier, so you got a little more strength to you.
Right, the speed's still there though.
Speed still, that's the key, man, the speed. You can get up?
Yes, sir.
Can you dunk?
Yes, sir, for sure. Easy.
You stay dunking on dudes?
Yes, sir.
That's good, man. We like to hear that. Is there any chance you get any offers where they make it a possibility to play basketball in college?
Actually, I did want to play college basketball until about 2 years ago. I would play on the circuits and stuff, but I've always liked football more, but just I had my options open, so I'm complete football now.
Well, that's the way to be, man. You always want to keep your options open, but now that you've narrowed it down to football, we know your biggest offer is Ohio State. We see your offer list. Is there anybody that hasn't offered you that you're really looking forward to having offer you?
I think here soon in the future, Penn State will offer me. I'm looking forward to that because I forget the tight end's name, but he had a really good season last year, and they know how to use tight ends. So,
is there anybody growing up? Who did you root for as a college team?
Well, growing up, I was born in North Carolina. I liked North Carolina for a while I lived there. And then we came here, and I started to like Ohio State. I didn't like West Virginia because everyone liked West Virginia. And then recently, I went to a bunch of West Virginia games with my neighbor, and they changed me to a West Virginia fan, but I don't really like anyone now.
I hear you. It's a thing it's a funny thing. Once people start recruiting, you got to get rid of those loyalties a little bit, don't you?
Right.
It's all about what's best for you and what's best for your family.
Yes, sir.
Do you, another thing that's interesting is that as you do this, you get to see more of the country than maybe you've seen in the past via travel. And I know you play travel ball and things. Has there been any campus that just, when you got there, it surprised you like in its beauty or in its amenities? Any place that you went where you were like, wow, I cannot believe that this place is as grand as it is?
I had went to Notre Dame after my first official visit to Purdue, and I went to Notre Dame, and it was crazy. The stuff that they have, the touchdown Jesus, it's awesome.
Yeah, I've been there. Actually, I went to the last Miami and Notre Dame game. My brother and I were there. The Catholics versus convicts is what they call it. You know,
that's awesome.
Yeah.
What year was that?
We went. Was it 2 years ago? We went. My brother that does the show with me. We went 2 years ago. I think it was. It'll be, I guess, maybe 3 in the fall, and it was, man. South Bend was really cool to be there. It was a really cool place. It was everything everybody said it was. So I'm glad you enjoyed your trip there.
Yes, sir.
Well, I know you're about to hoop, man, and I know what it's like to hoop at City Park. I know what that's like in Parkersburg. You know, we're Parkersburg boys, Wood County boys, the Phoenix boys are. I told you, man, we used to own those courts, so go do us proud, go represent, dunk on somebody for us. Scream out raspy voice when you do it.
Yes, sir, I will.
We'll be watching you. We'll be watching to see where you go, because no matter where you go, you're a West Virginia no matter where you go. 304 represent. I know you were born in North Carolina, but once you're in that mountain state, there's something different, man. And we're glad that you're representing West Virginia the way that you are, and we're glad that you're representing Parkersburg the way that you are. Keep doing your thing.
Thank you, I will.
Thank you for watching the Hail West Virginia podcast with the Raspy Boys Kids. We want to thank Shrinkables for their partnership and their support. We want to thank Sandwich U, the king of the fat sandwich, located on 461 High Street in Morgantown. We also would like to thank Swill Dog, the makers of the finest hard cider in all of the world. And once again, as always, we thank Astorg Auto of Charleston for being who they are to us, but also to the great state of West Virginia. Thank you.